Are you tired of being stuck in bronze in Marvel Rivals? No matter how many games you play, you just can't seem to climb. Well, it seems like you're making some critical mistakes that are holding you back. So today I'm breaking down the 5 biggest mistakes that's keeping you stuck in bronze and how to fix them so you can start ranking up. Let's get into it. Mistake number 1, blaming your teammates instead of improving. All right, man, let's be real. It's easy to blame your teammates when things go wrong, like maybe your support isn't healing enough, or your tank isn't peeling for you, or your DPS isn't securing kills. But here's the thing. You're the only constant in your games. No. Stuck in bronze, you have to start looking at what you can do better. For example, let's say you're playing Scarlet Witch, a duelist who excels at high burst damage. If you keep getting picked off, instead of blaming your support, ask yourself, am I positioning correctly, or am I too exposed? Am I using my abilities at the right time to secure kills? Am I focusing the right targets or just spamming abilities? If you're playing the duelist, your job is not the front line, that's your Vanguard's job. Instead, reposition and play to your strengths. Reviewing your own gameplay, even just thinking back after a match, will help you improve way faster than complaining about bad teammates. Mistake number 2, playing your hero like the wrong role. A lot of players completely misunderstand their hero's role, and that's an easy way to lose games. If you're playing a Vanguard like Doctor Strange or Hulk, you need to be up front making space for your team. If you're playing a strategist like Rocket Raccoon, your focus should be providing support or healing and not diving into fights. Let's break it down. For the duelists, these heroes are here to secure eliminations and apply pressure, like Scarlet Witch, Storm, or Hela. Say if you're playing Storm, you should be focusing on taking out key targets like the supports on the other team. Remember, you have the high ground and you can see the whole battlefield.
Anakin, I have the high ground.
If you're playing Doctor Strange, you're supposed to be disrupting fights with your defensive abilities, not sitting in the back line like you're a duelist. And even if you're a dive tank like Captain America or Venom, you need to push, throw, bother their healers, and get out. And even if you're a dive tank like Captain America or Venom, you need to push in, bother their healers, and get out. For my strategists or healers, these heroes provide team-wide benefits like healing, crowd control, or zone control. If you're playing Rocket Raccoon, you need to be healing and supporting your team, not being the one diving in for kills. Knowing your hero's role and playing accordingly will instantly improve your games. I see this all the time, man. A new tier list drop and suddenly everyone is insta-locking whatever hero is considered S tier. But here's the thing, just because a hero is meta doesn't mean you should play them. Take the time in the practice range to learn what each character does, and I know a lot of people won't agree, but use quick play to learn heroes as well. Playing against AI, not real humans, won't help you improve. AI is predictable, a human is not. For example, if you're playing a dive duelist such as Black Panther or Magic, you need to master getting in and out of the enemy's backline and pick off their healers. That in turn will make it easier for your team to get kills. If the enemy's healers is focused on you, they cannot heal their teammates effectively. As a result, your team can capture the point or push the payload, and if you play Strange, Magneto, Hulk, or Captain America, learn to use your shields effectively to block damage coming to your healers. If you play characters that require good aim, such as Hawkeye, Hela, Punisher, Winter Soldier, Psylocke, etc., focus on how you can improve your aim by adjusting your sensitivity, switching to a good reticle, and going into that practice arena and try to hit targets from up close and from afar, with a good amount of reps, of course. It becomes muscle memory. If you know you haven't practiced a character and at least gotten decent with them, don't pick them at comp games. If you're bad at Loki, but you pick him just because someone said he's strong, you're not helping your team. Instead of switching heroes every week, just stick to 2 to 3 heroes per role and learn how to play them. I'ma say it again, pick one hero in each role that you enjoy and just grind games with them. You'll climb faster with a weaker hero that you actually know how to play than with a meta hero you barely understand. Mistake number 4, not communicating with your team. Marvel Rivals is a team game, and communication is one of the most underrated tools you have. A lot of players in Bronze don't bother to communicate because they think, what's the point? Nobody listens. But the truth is, even the smallest bit of communication, like a simple ping, can make a massive difference in your games. Here's an example. Imagine you're playing Rocket, a strategist who excels at providing utility and map awareness. You notice an enemy Psylocke sneaking around to flank your backline. If you sit there and hope your team sees it too, your support or duelist might get caught and die. But if you ping Psylocke's position and alert your team, they can prepare for the flank and counter it. That small action can save a fight. Communication doesn't just mean calling out enemy positions, it's also about coordinating abilities and ultimates. Let's say you're playing Doctor Strange, one of the best vanguards in the game. His ultimate, the Eye of Agamotto, can completely disrupt a team fight by giving your team a safe space to regroup, reposition, or simply help kill the enemies. But if your team doesn't know you're about to use it, they might not take advantage of it properly. A quick message like, hey, my ult is ready, group up, can ensure everyone is on the same page, leading to a clean team wipe instead of the wasted ult. Even if you're not using voice chat, the ping system in Marvel Rivals is incredibly effective. Use it to mark enemy positions, highlight objectives that need defending or attacking, notify your team when key abilities like your ultimate are ready, warn about threats like a flanking duelist or low health enemies baiting you into a trap. Let's go ahead and talk about the timing too. If you're playing a hero like Scarlet Witch, your role as a duelist is to capitalize on moments of chaos. If your Vanguard initiates a fight and you see an opening to burst down an enemy, a quick ping on the target can help your teammates focus fire and secure a kill. Without that communication, your team just might scatter their attention and let the opportunity slip away. Now here's another common communication mistake, not calling for help when you need it. If you're holding an objective alone and you see multiple enemies closing in, don't try to handle it yourself, ping for backup. Your teammates can't read your mind, and by the time they notice, you're outnumbered. It might be too late to help. Pinging for support early can turn a potential loss into a strong defensive stand. Finally, don't forget about encouraging your team, because a lot of you are toxic. Positive communication goes a long way, especially in ranked. If someone makes a good play, say nice job or drop a quick thumbs up ping. It may be small, but keeping morale high can stop a team from tilting and keep everyone focused on the win. So to sum up that point, communicate consistently, use pings to share critical information like enemy positions, cooldowns, and objectives. Coordinate with your team on fights and ultimates, and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Even in Bronze, a little teamwork can go a long way, and good communication is the foundation for that teamwork. Start talking, whether it's through pings, chat, or voice. You'll be amazed on how much more coordinated your games feel when your team is actually on the same page.
Okay.
And last but not least, mistake number 5, chasing kills instead of playing objective. This one is huge. Kills don't win games, objectives do. But in Bronze, people play Marvel Rivals like it's a team deathmatch on Call of Duty. They are focusing on flashy plays and high elimination counts, but here's the reality. Kills don't win games, objectives do. If you're prioritizing kills over the payload, the control point, or other key objectives, you're actively sabotaging your chances of winning. Here's an example. Let's say you're playing Iron Man, who excels at dealing sustained damage and zoning enemies. You see a low health enemy duelist running away, and you start chasing them across the map. While you're off hunting for that kill, your team is stuck on the objective trying to fend off the other 4 enemies. Even if you secure the kill, what did it really accomplish? Your team is now outnumbered, and the enemy just might take the objective because of your absence. That's a trade that benefits the enemy team, not yours. This leads me to a sub point, engaging in unnecessary fights. For example, let's say you're defending a control point and the enemy sends one player to bait you into a fight far away from the objective. If you leave to chase that player, you just made it easier for the enemy team to take the point uncontested. Always ask yourself, does this fight help us win the objective? If the answer is no, Don't take it. Here's how you can change your mindset and prioritize objectives. Stick with your team. Lone wolfing is rarely effective. Even if you're a duelist like Black Panther, you're more impactful when you're working with your teammates to secure objectives. Think about the objective first. Every ability you use in every fight you take should be with the goal of winning the objective. If it's not helping your team secure the payload, the control point, or another key objective, don't bother with it. Play smart, not flashy. Sure, chasing a kill might feel satisfying, but it's not worth it if your team loses the objective because of your absence. Remember, winning games is better than topping the kill leaderboard. In Bronze, most players have the wrong priorities. They're focused on personal stats instead of team success. But if you shift your mindset and make objectives your primary focus, you'll win more games and climb the ranks faster. So the next time you're tempted to chase that low health enemy across the map, stop and think.
Stop it. Get some help.
If it doesn't, get back into the fight and help your team secure the objective. Winning is about playing smart and understanding the bigger picture. Once you master this, you'll see a dramatic improvement in your games. All right, let's recap. Here are the 5 mistakes keeping you in Bronze. Blaming your teammates instead of improving, playing your hero incorrectly for their role, chasing meta heroes instead of mastering a few, not communicating with your team, and focusing on kills instead of objectives. If you start fixing these mistakes, I promise you'll climb faster. If this video helped, drop a like, subscribe for more Marvel Rivals content, and leave a comment with your biggest struggle in ranked. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.